Sonny, Joey, 500. Got some goats in the building.
Get ready for a shakedown.
Prepare for a shakedown. We from Philly where they clap like huddles when they break down. Get ready for a shakedown. We underdogs, my guy. Kinda used to all the hate now. Prepare for it, man. Y'all get it. My QB got swag. My wideout is award winning. It's fly Eagles fly. Joey and 500. Like and subscribe. Yeah. Here's a quote you can sing back. Shake squad up and don't be a dingbat. It's a shakedown.
Don't you frown. Here comes the shakedown.
Let's go.
Go by the way, Cake Dig back here, and welcome to 11 Wins Eve. Because if everything goes right tomorrow, we're going to have 11 wins. Joey Shakes, what is happening? And welcome to the Philly Shakedown podcast. How you doing, my man?
I'm good, man. I feel like it's been a really slow week this week. I don't know why. I think just because I've been so busy this week between Christmas shopping and doing so much, and kind of been putting videos out and kind of just been in a rush all week. And it seems like the days have been slower. But we're finally at game day tomorrow, so.
Yeah,
very happy. And it's an early game too. It's an early game, which is great.
It's an early game. Great for you guys. I got to get up at 10. I got to do it at 10 in the morning, dude. I hate it. What is going on, everybody? Big Ben, best rapper alive, Lil Rambo, Eagles, Brandon the Goat, man. A lot of spin there, buddy. I don't know if that's on your channel or mine.
It's mine, I think.
Best rapper alive, Ivan Philly Wyatt. He witnessed a erect penis truck, Amazon Prime, go into a basketball court today and crash or something. That's pretty interesting. Joe, what's going on? Philly Nation 307, what's happening? Twitch, what's going down? Everybody, thank you for being here. It is Philly Shakedown. Yes. I like it. It kind of rhymed for a second, and then I just totally screwed it up, Yeah, it's been a little slow this week. I mean, I think after the holiday week, it's always kind of like that. From wherever, ever since I started doing this, the week of Thanksgiving and the week after, it tends to be a little sluggish.
Yeah.
But then it picks up, and Christmas is actually busier, I think, than Thanksgiving. But
yeah, I believe it. Yeah.
It is what it is, What's up, Chase? What's up, Judson? So let's jump right into the big news, because we do got some, I think, pretty big
news.
Big news, big guy. Pause on that, Joey. Pause your hands. So let me ask you. So if a sign language person does something, and how do they pause? They just
Italians talk with their hands, so I mean,
I talk
that makes
with my hands
sense.
all the time. Yeah, I snore. I sleep with my hands moving. My wife gets pissed off. Darth Vader, what's going on? Joseph, what's happening, my man? Thank you for super chat. He goes, "Fly Eagles fly." Absolutely, man.
100%.
Absolutely. So the big news, pause, is that Jordan Davis is back. And not only is Jordan Davis back, but he apparently lost 20 pounds. Now, I know we've talked about this before. Like, Jordan Davis is going to miss time. Would he be out of shape when he comes back in? But it looks like he's actually in really, really good shape,
Yeah, like you would think it would just be him like rehabbing, but man, I was like so happy to see like he was working with the conditioning coaches and like working on his speed. So losing 20 pounds in 4 weeks. So Philly, would you say like what would his weight be if he was 340 at the combine, 330 by the time the season started? Do you think he lost a little bit of weight then? What do you think he weighs right now?
I'm guessing he's about 322.
Okay.
I'm going to say between 320 and 325.
That's good,
right?
Though, man.
He was 335 when it came in, but he obviously probably lost some weight during the season. So if he was 330, that means he would be 310. I don't know if he's that small or that
right.
Not that that's small, But Joseph D. Davis super chat. My man goes, "Fly Eagles fly." But yeah, I mean, it would be crazy,
Yeah, it's great news.
I can't wait to see how he's going to play. Now, I'm sure he's going to be on a snap count, right? He's going to be limited snaps. He's not going to come out and play a ton of snaps, I'm sure, tomorrow. But just to get him in, I think that's a big deal, man.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. Bleeding Kelly Green says, "Have you guys heard Mulata on the Philly Special Christmas album? He goes hard on it. Pause. I haven't listened to the whole album yet.
It's pretty
Only
good.
the first song. Is it good? Did you get it?
There's three. No, well, there's 3 songs that are out. They're releasing one song every Friday, so I think they're on the 3rd song right now. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out. Michael says, "Hey Philly 500, are you nervous about the Titans? Remember the Titans? Laugh out loud." I'm actually not nervous about this game. I feel really good about it, and here's why. We'll just get right into this game. But the way I see this game, obviously, everybody knows Derrick Henry. You got to
all it is.
Derrick Henry, right? However, I think that when you look at what the Eagles, their offense, you look at their offense. And I talked about this in my channel membership video yesterday. When you look at the Eagles, I think there's really only one way to beat them. Okay, and that is you have to keep the offense off the field. You have to use a lot of clock. Look at what Washington did against the Eagles. Look at the time of possession. They kept the Eagles' offense off the field. So you have to run Derrick Henry. Now, the matchup that I really like tomorrow is actually the Eagles' outside wide receivers versus the secondary of the Titans. The Titans' quarterback rate, they give up a lot of yards to the outside wide receiver. So I think the Eagles are going to be able to beat them with Jalen Hurts' arm tomorrow. Now, if they go up 13-0 like they did with Green Bay, I don't think Tennessee comes back. So I feel really actually pretty good about this game, to be honest.
Yeah, allowing the pass, the Titans are 31st. They're almost dead last on outside receivers. That's how bad it is right now. And, you have an offensive line for the Titans with both tackles right now. Both of their tackles had combined for 50 pressures, and that's really bad. I mean, even the Bengals game last week, Derrick Henry had no step until he was tackled. So, and Tannehill's not great. If Malik Willis was playing, I would be probably a little bit more scared in this game because it brings more diversity to that offense a little bit. Obviously, Malik Willis has a lot of ceiling and will be, hopefully a good quarterback down the road and just needs more time. But Tannehill's always hurt, and he will panic throw. You just got to get pressure on him. Look, that's why the Eagles are a different team than a lot of other teams because they can beat you in multiple ways. They'll show you something different every week. Right. Either AJ Brown will have 3 touchdowns, Miles Sanders will have 130 something yards rushing, Devontae Smith could have 150 yards receiving. Like they think that they might put too much focus on locking up AJ Brown so much they don't realize what else we have offensively. That he's not the only player that they have to worry about, and that's just the truth.
But the thing is I don't think they can lock him up anyways. You know what I mean? Like there's a difference between saying you want to go lock a guy up and then being able to actually do it. If you look at the numbers, in the quarterback ratings to outside receivers, they give up a lot of plays to the outside. They do. They just do. So I feel really. I feel good about this game. Obviously, my biggest concern is like everybody else. It's Derrick Henry. If I'm Tennessee, he should run 25, 30 times tomorrow. But I just don't know if the Titans have enough of an offense to keep up with the Eagles. That's why I feel kind of good about this game. To be quite honest with you.
Yeah, I think the matchup's favored towards us 100%. Plus, the Titans are dealing. Both teams are dealing with injuries. Titans are dealing with injuries too, and I think one that's a big loss for them is obviously Danico Autry that leads the defensive line with 7 sacks, and he's not playing. You had Jeffrey Simmons questionable. He will, and I think he is playing. He will be playing. Hassan Haskins is going to be out. Cody Hollister, the wide receiver, will be out. I think Elijah Molden, I think that's their nickel corner. I'm not sure if that's just their starting nickel corner, but I think he's going to be out as well. So they have some injuries too, as well as the Eagles are starting to get more healthy now. The Eagles are getting healthy, which is good. So
they get to the quarterback. I think I saw a statistic. I think they have 3 or 4 guys over like 5.5 sacks already. So they get pressure. I think they give up about 3.8 yards to carry. So they're pretty good against the run. They can get to your quarterback, but I think you can beat them on the outside, And what I like about the Eagles, and I was saying this at the beginning, is that offense beats you multiple ways. People always want to say, well, Jalen Hurts only beats you with his legs. He only beats you with his legs. But that's not true. You look at the Minnesota game, look at the first Washington game. He beat teams with his arm. It was really only the last 2 weeks where he kind of beat teams with his legs. But before that, there was a stretch where he wasn't running that much,
That's true. That is true.
And I just think the best way to game plan against the Eagles is go after. You've got to go after. The time of possession. You want to keep that offense off the field. I just wonder if the Titans have enough offensively. That's the only thing I wonder. So
yeah, I get it.
Who knows? We'll see. Rip Black, 4 words. Thank you for super chat, man. We appreciate it. He says, if we stop Henry, our only weakness is special teams, and I'm fine with that. Special teams is a scary thing.
What are they doing? Like they signed the receiver to the practice squad this week, why would they sign a receiver? Are they really need an extra receiver on practice squad to fill a spot? Are they, apparently after that, even the win against Green Bay, they were, Nick was talking about changes that they're going to shift in some changes, but are they going to do it? No idea.
Right.
We'll have to see.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Steve H, thank you for super chat. What up, fellas? What's going on, my man? How are you? Let's see. Chris says, can you see us running a lot of draws? Jalen could have a career game tomorrow in rushing and passing. I don't think he's going to. He'll run and he'll get his, I don't think you're going to see him beat you. I think he's going to beat them with his arm tomorrow. That's what I think. So. I think he'll beat him for arm. And Marcus says, I need a beer. I think you asked the question, what was up with the Eagles defense? I would say the Eagles have had some trouble, obviously, against the run. I also got to tell you, and I know some
it's philosophy, like this, bro. We talk about it every
a lot of it has to be scheme. Yeah, it's just the scheme.
We're gonna say the same thing every week. This philosophy of Jonathan Gannon. I know Philly's not a fan of it. I'm definitely not a fan of it. And you know what? Derrick Henry could run for a lot of yards. I think the receivers are gonna get their yards in some aspects, and we're gonna give up big chunk yards. We're gonna play soft zone. Cornerbacks 8 yards. I mean, I don't want it to happen, and I hate when other teams get praise against us for getting yards on us like that. And it's not because they're better; it's because this scheme only allows these players to do so much, and I can't stand it.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Yeah, Justin said I think a big day passing too for Hurts. Antoine, thank you for super chat. He goes, "Hey guys, do you think that Gannon will get out of his own way with soft off man coverage and actually stack the box and play press man coverage?" No. I said in my preview video, I'm done with we're telling, when my preview prediction videos, I talk about the defense, I talk about the offense. I'm done even suggesting scheme change because he's just not going to do it. You know what I'm saying?
No. Nope.
And thank you for that super chat. Tortyville says, sorry I'm late. I was cleaning the Ninja Grill. That's cool. What'd you make? I'm getting hungry now. The captain says, Eagles got this. We just got to watch the penalties. Defense, step it up. Please run the ball. Hurts is good. Yeah, I think so too.
Now we didn't talk about the even Robert Quinn being out. Like, what is this whole thing with Robert Quinn? Like, are they just not scheming him right? What is the deal? Because he's a healthy scratch this week.
Yeah, the fact that we didn't talk about him shows how much he's actually affected this team. Right?
I know.
I mean, he's done nothing. Some people told me that he hasn't had a bye week yet, and that it could just be a breather.
You think?
Did
he have a bye week with the Bears? I gotta check that out.
Apparently not. No. Preacher Milton, thank you for it is a but he says too many weapons to go if Hurts has to use his arm if they shut down the run. Yeah, I think so. I mean. Listen, if you're the Titans, you're probably looking at the game last week thinking Miles Sanders and Hurts. We got to stop the run. And then they're going to want to challenge Hurts with his arm, and I think he beats them.
Yeah,
that's what I think. Jamie says Sirianni thinks the defense is fine because we hold opponents to like 17 or whatever. But it's all because of the talent on our team, not because of Jonathan Gannon's doing anything.
100% true.
I agree.
Yes.
That is my position. Like I said, I'm not going to say the guy's a bad coach. I don't think he's a bad coach. it's just it's just a different mindset, than what I'm used to. Philly on Oz, what's happening? He says, no, he didn't. Yeah, he did. No, he didn't. He did. No, he didn't. Thing is, too, man, we've got the Vikings breathing right down our throat. There's no room for error, man.
Right.
Dave Dust says 500, my birthday, brother. Super excited to see Jordan Davis come back. Hey, man, happy birthday, Dave Dust.
Happy birthday,
man.
bro.
Shout out to you, man. Hey, I'm going to be hanging that little banner. I took it from my daughter, so I've got it ready to go, by the way. Goddard's eligible to return in 2 weeks. So after this game, so starting Monday, Vontae Maddox can come back.
Right.
The following week, Goddard can come back. So we're slowly getting healthy, Joey.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
Jamal Matthews says, bad special teams plus Gannon schemes gives up at least 1 to 2 easy drives a game that will come back and bite us one of these games. Yeah,
it already has.
And it always seems like it's when we're up. Like, just always when it looks like this is about to be a rout or a blowout. That's when it happens every single time.
Yeah.
215 Authentic, Dave for Super Chat. He says, Miles Sanders is 100 yards away from reaching 1,000 for the season. Do you guys see it happening in this game? It very well could. It very well could.
Of course. I mean, yeah. Go ahead.
I'm going to say, if I had to guess, I'm going to say no. Not because he can't do it. I just think this is going to be I have a feeling this is a big arm day for Hurts. I think there's going to be a lot of passing yards. So
you don't think they're going to?
Next week.
You don't think they're going to run in the first half? I mean, I think they got to run in the first half of Miles. He's got to have.
I mean, I think they got to run too, but I don't think. I think they're going to throw more. I just feel like it's going to be one of those Miles Sanders 12 carries type game.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
It's got so much more value, bro. It's got so much more to give.
Oh, I agree. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson also is now on the IR. So he's not eligible to come back to week 17. So he's going to be out for a while too. I'm okay with that as long as he's healthy,
What's your take on? Go ahead. You're good.
No, okay. Let me read this answer. I'll show you all my takes. DJ said, bald eagles and Ben Franklin are respectable. Thank you. Oil tycoons and fake cow herders are not respectable. Go Birds. I like the sound of that. So no, what were you saying?
Yeah, I'm saying about like just in general. So we just got the news. Yeah, so Chauncey's on IR now. So you think there's just another test game for Reed Blankenship, see what they have with him, or do you think if he's not really going to pan out or he's not as consistent, they're going to, the Malcolm Jenkins rumors, all that stuff, even though the Saints do hold his rights still, because this would be the last year of his contract if he wasn't retired. Do you think the Eagles would make a move like that?
I don't think they would for Malcolm. And the reason I'll say that is because the Saints retain his rights. How are you going to trade for those rights if the trading deadline's expired? Trade deadline's come and gone.
Well, you're not trading for a player, though. I mean, you're really not doing that. Though.
You can't make any trades, though.
But is that considered
right now?
Not even rights?
I don't
is that
rights.
considered?
I don't even think you can trade draft picks right now. Like you can't make a trade, so they would have to release him from the contract first.
Right.
I don't think they're going to do that. I don't see the Malcolm thing happening. Even when it first came out, I didn't think it was possible. Plus, if he comes in, he's 30-something years old. He's not in shape. He can say he's in shape, but that doesn't mean he's in football shape. How long is it going to take him to get ready, acclimated? So I just don't see it.
We'll see.
I think they're going to go with what they got. That's what I think.
Okay.
Kevon Wallace, baby. Actually played his best game though last week.
I thought it was, special teams and
yeah. Eagles Nation says Cooper is doing better at the Browns than Dallas. Well, that was a big mistake for the Cowboys. I mean, to get rid of Cooper and then now you're hoping Odell Beckham can come in and be your savior. That's bad for them. LB and Fitz Transport, thank you for super chat, my man. We definitely appreciate it. Says, honestly, I'm nervous going to this game, wondering if we can stop Derrick Henry. By the way, that we've been playing on the defense these last 2 weeks in Jonathan Gannon's scheme. By the way, that we've been playing on the defense. What do you mean? If we can stop Derrick Henry, by the way that we've been playing on defense. That makes me nervous too. My feeling is the best way and probably the most realistic way to take Derrick Henry out of this game is going to be by your offense scoring points. Score points, get it to the point where they can't afford to be wasting clock and they have to throw. Because I don't think they're going to stop him. I think he's going to have a big game. I do.
Who, you think Derrick Henry's going to have a big game?
Yeah,
I don't think you're going to shut him down. I just don't think it's going to happen. I don't.
But I think he, like when I say big games, I don't mean necessarily like 3 touchdowns and 180 yards. I mean like average, like he's going to average like 6 yards a carry or something. But the Eagles' offense, I think, is going to be able to score points, and I think that'll kind of hamper that running game. That's how I look at it. And if they can shut him down and stop him, then that's even better, you know. But, you know, just because we're getting Jordan Davis back and he makes a big difference in the running game, you know, how many snaps can we really expect the guy to play? He's going to be limited snap count.
I would think so.
You know,
ease him in.
Faden, yeah. Faden Gaming, thank you for super chat, my man. He says, with everyone getting healthy and players coming back, is there any players that get released and signed back to the practice squad? Well, I mean, that definitely can happen. Auden Tate just got released and then signed back, didn't he?
Like 2 times already, like 2-3 times.
Yeah, I think he just came back a couple days ago. But you still can. I still think you can pluck players out off of practice squad still.
Oh yeah.
So they could find somebody. You know, they just got to look for it. You know, guys like Odell Beckham Jr. who are out there, they're free agents.
Pick a team already. God damn.
Dude,
taking so
God,
long.
It's what a waste. Tortiville says the special teams are so bad it would almost be better to have Jake kick the ball out of bounds and have the other team start the 40 versus the 50.
Yeah,
I don't know how Clay still has a job here. It is true. That was really bad last week too. You know,
really bad.
Hey Joey, are you drinking eggnog yet?
Soon. I will soon. Once I get some up to date, I will soon.
There you go. 49ers are better than Dallas. Oh, I agree. But, you know, Dallas is Dallas. Metal Maniac says Lamb has more receptions and yards than both over to A.J. Brown and Smith. But who else do they have to throw to?
Who's the number 2 guy?
I mean, who else do they have to throw to? The Eagles have 2 legit number 1 receivers that, you know, you are splitting catches. You got a guy who has literally nobody else around him. Of course they're going to throw to him more. I don't understand why that's even a surprise. You know?
That's the truth.
So I Cowboy fans love to say that, but you forget the big problem in it. The problem in it is that you have nobody else. If you had Amari Cooper in, his numbers would be down because they would spread the ball. You know,
I look. Let me tell you something. I don't even know if Odell's going to the Cowboys. Look, if he does, it is what it is. But I'm just saying this right now. From what it sounds like, there was some more news about him going to the Giants today. That it could actually happen. There was more news about Von Miller talked and said once he visits the Bills, he ain't going to be leaving. Like I'm telling you, like this the Cowboys might be all leverage. It could be all leverage at the end of the day. You know how bad from the owners to the players that are literally begging him to get to Dallas right now. And if that shit doesn't happen, it's going to be really embarrassing.
Yeah, well, right before I was listening to my conspiracy theory about pastors that are in the CIA, which is an interesting subject in itself, I was listening to Entertainer, and he was saying that Odell Beckham, the feeling there is that Odell Beckham is like coming to New York, wants to be with the Giants. So we'll see. Marcus says Odell Beckham Jr. to Dallas got fully shook. Dude, I don't shake. Dude, the one thing I'm not scared about is Odell Beckham Jr. coming to Dallas. I think that you thought Michael Irvin doing cocaine in a hotel was a mess. Wait, let Odell be there for a little bit. No, in all seriousness, Odell Beckham's not going to help them this year. He's going to help them next year.
But
so if you're Dallas, you have to sign a multi-contract.
Well, yeah. So that's what I don't get. Like, are they really going to spend that much money on him? Like, if that's like depending on what the number is. Like,
I mean,
what is he looking
I don't know what
for?
else they can do. I mean, he's not even a year removed from a torn ACL.
I don't get it.
So his value comes next year. If I was Odell Beckham, okay, at this point, this is just me. I would not play. I would just sit and I would wait till next year and be over a full year recovered and then get paid. Dynasty says Burks. So Treylon Burks is probably their best wide receiver on that team.
True.
I mean, I think he's decent. He's been playing better. I feel pretty good, though, with the corners we got in the secondary. We got, even though, what's his face, Christian Watson went off last week, I feel pretty good. I think that they'll be fine against the Titans passing game. You know, I'm not. Are you concerned at all about their passing game?
No, I'm not, because I think if you shut down, I think they just have to try to shut down that run, or at least slow them down and have them waste time, like you said before, and then make Tannehill pass the ball. I think will be good.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. I'm looking for something that I have to do here. It involves double moonwalk. Yeah. Well, I might not have to, because it might be on your channel. Somebody need to be timed out, but it's not on mine. But that's definitely not on my channel. Oh, now it is. I see it.
What happened?
He's been a little bit of cock. Got a little cock in here. Cody says the key to victory is our running game, in my opinion, assuming Henry doesn't rush for 150 plus. Yeah, I mean, I think it's all about him, you know? I think it's all about him.
100%.
All about him running the ball. You know? Lions Den, what's going on, my man? How are you? He says, what's up,
bro?
And Joey, what's going on? How are you, my man? Jada says, okay, so you said you're not worried, but what would worry you more? The Giants having Odell Beckham Jr. or go to the Cowboys for next year? I think Odell Beckham Jr. would be valuable for the Cowboys in a year. I think in a year, I think that would, you know, I think that would work, you know. But
as a role player, I mean, he'd have a bigger role with the Giants than he should with the Cowboys, because I think he's more of a role player with the Cowboys finishing off the year this year, because they're not going to make him the guy. I mean, CD's their main guy right now.
He's still coming back from injury. They already got Gallup coming back from the same injury, and I don't think Gallup looks nearly as explosive as he normally does. I mean, he's still a good receiver. He makes good catches with his hands, but I don't think he has that explosiveness. And I think most Cowboy fans would agree with that. I see it very much like Barkley last year. You just don't have that explosive. It's always that year back, that first year back, you know?
Right.
Chris Scott, a member for 15 months of Double Moonwalkers. He says, love you guys. Go Birds. Thank you, buddy. We love you too. Pause. No pause. We don't need a pause for that. I love you, buddy. Pause. Glizzy says, Philly, would you guys trade our pick if we can't get Carter or Anderson? With that capital, team would be set for the next 5 years. Yeah, potentially. If I can't get one of those premier guys, absolutely. Lions Den says, the Eagles, please beat my wife's team in Tennessee. Oh, yeah, you got to win that game. You don't imagine that. Yeah. Don't worry. I think we're going to be all right. Reverend Bebop says, what up, guys? Any coincidence that Lindeval Joseph picked the number 72? I don't know. Is that because Joey shakes?
Yeah, I was just thinking that for a second, but I don't know if I was.
He's a subscriber to Joey's channel. That's what I heard. Will Anderson, obviously. Yeah. Listen, the Saints play Monday night. I'll be streaming that game as well. That's a big game. If they lose that game, man, we're gonna go up to like five or 4 probably. But I mean, I think that if it's me, if I can get a premier pass rusher, let's say the Eagles pick 5 or 6. If I can get a premier pass rusher, I'm taking him. If I can't get him and he's gone, I would consider trading back. What we really want is them to pick top 2. Get top 2. Nice. And then
trade back.
You could get multiple picks.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Even Michael Irvin said AJ Brown reminds him Lamb would be a slot guy on the Eagles. Yeah, he would. I agree. Listen, I think CeeDee Lamb's a good player. I do.
No, he's great.
But I mean, when you say, "Oh, AJ Brown has this many catches and this many yards, and he has this many," you got to put it in perspective. The perspective is that who else does the Dallas Cowboys have throwing? The Eagles have a legit number one wide receiver on the other side. Right. Not to mention when Dallas Goedert's healthy, a Pro Bowl tight end.
All the catches he was getting.
You can't. He can't have if AJ Brown had more catches than CeeDee Lamb right now, then people would say, "What happened to Devontae Smith? He hasn't done anything." You know,
mm-hmm.
That's just the truth. Thumbo, thank you for super chat. He goes, Gannon way or the highway. Henry, 180 yards. Oh man,
I know. I have a feeling I'm going to see that tomorrow, and I don't want to see it, but I feel like he's going to get his yards tomorrow.
I feel like we're going to go, and I think we're going to play. Here's my feeling is like we're going to come out and we're going to play the run early. Great. We're going to go up big, and then we're going to let them back in the game.
Yep.
Then the fourth quarter, Jalen Hurts is going to have to make a big play.
Nail biter. Another one.
To clinch it again. And that's what I think is going to happen.
Another friggin' nail
Listen,
biter.
we got to be careful because Minnesota's right up our ass. Right? Like if we lose this game and they win, then we're only a tiebreaker ahead of them. You know? Get this, dude. Get this. Okay? Oh, the fight says you guys suck. Oh, my God, you hurt my feelings. Whatever are we going to do? Pause.
It's getting old.
So I need a wrench. Yeah, you need a wrench, definitely. I don't even know why you don't have one. Lions Den, he's old school. Plus, he's a great YouTuber, too.
Been around a long time.
Yeah. He's a good man. You see the name Jadison Bryce? I have. I've seen it, the name. I'm a real fan of AJ and Slim, but it's possible to get 2 number 1 wide receiver yards. For example, Waddle and Hill, however, they don't have a Pro Bowl tight end and running back, so I completely understand why we don't. But the Eagles are way more of a run, they run a lot more. They spread the ball out. I'm not saying it's impossible, but, I mean, you got a lot of mouths to feed. I kind of like the fact that Jalen Hurts spreads the ball out so evenly. You know, you look at I don't know the exact statistics. I know that Devontae leads the team in receptions. Then you have AJ Brown. You know, Goddard somewhere in the 40s. I kind of like it. I think that if the Dallas Cowboys had Amari Cooper on their team still, I don't think CeeDee Lamb would have more receptions.
No, definitely not. No.
Marcus says, y'all taking that L? We'll see. We'll see. Well, now get this, okay? I was calculating the calculations of the cornbread like Howie Roseman, okay? Did you see my Howie shirt?
I don't know.
Okay. I got to show you this. Reverend Bebop sent this. You got to check this out. Hold on. I'm going to frame this and I'm going to put it in my on the wall.
Oh boy.
Okay. But this is Howie Vision shirt. Okay, I have to show you. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
He's got his glasses, his pocket pencil protector. This is called a protractor. You kids probably don't know that. Now they have a bow tie on the back. Howie Vision. We're all just living in it. You gotta love it.
That's great.
I gotta hang that up. I got a thing that Dave does send me. I'm gonna hang up, and people send me some nice stuff. But that's my Howie Vision shirt, dude. Yeah, shout out to Reverend Bebop. But yeah, so what the hell are we talking about?
The
CIA and pastors.
Yeah, the pastors CIA.
Yeah, the pastors are really CIA. That's pretty interesting. I forgot the hell I was saying. I want to tell you guys. I was calculating the calculations.
Oh, yeah.
So Dallas plays the Colts tomorrow. I think they win. Then they have Houston and Jacksonville. Chances are they go 3-0. Okay.
Right.
The Eagles got the Titans, the Giants, and the Bears. I expect the Eagles to go 3-0. But if let's say this, if the Eagles do go 3-0 and Dallas goes 3-0, that puts the Dallas Eagles game Christmas Eve for the division. If the Eagles win that next game against Dallas, they would clinch the division. So they could actually clinch in Dallas.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, if the Eagles lose one of those games and Dallas goes 3-0 and the Eagles go 2-1, then they can't. But I would love nothing more than to clinch in Dallas.
That'd be great. That'd be perfect.
Philly D says Dallas losing to Jacksonville. Oh, that'd be awesome. I would send you a Gannon shirt, but it would be a shirt with a lot of holes in it because it's a Gannon shirt he loves. That's anything ever with a hole again. It's just a Gannon shirt. I love it. What is that? Tunchili? He says Colts will win. Oh, God, I hope so.
Just imagine.
The Eagles have the ugliest uniform. The Dallas has the ugliest uniform ever. What are you talking about? Dallas losing to the Colts. Oh, man, you guys, I don't know. It's in Dallas, right?
Yeah.
Who gets a franchise tag? I don't know if they're going to give out a franchise tag. I do think Chauncey Gardner-Johnson will. I think he will get. I think he will get resigned. That's the only one I feel comfortable with. I don't know about anybody else.
No, there's a lot of free agents, so I don't know what they're going to do. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah. We got over 554 people in both streams. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you're new to the channel, hit that like. Make sure you click the link in the description if you're on my channel. And go sub up my man, Joey Shakes. You definitely don't want to miss it. Let's see. Josh says, hey, the Philly Shakedown, you know it.
Yo, Josh.
Abundant Grace says, 500. The Cowgirls might lose tomorrow. Whoever show up to play will win. We will win. Yeah. Fly, Eagles, fly. Pound, fly, Eagles, fly. Oh, my God. I'm going to be streaming that game. If the Cowboys lose tomorrow and we win, they're in big trouble. What do you think about that Washington Giant game tomorrow? That's a good game.
Yeah, well, technically, like 3 things have to happen for the Eagles. The Eagles can actually clinch tomorrow. But
yeah, that's right. We should.
A lot has to happen. Yeah, I think the Giants have to beat Washington. I think that's one of them. I forgot. I had it saved. I forgot what the other 2 games.
I think the Giants have to beat Washington. The Rams have to win. I forget. It's like 4 things have to happen.
The Rams don't even have Stafford now. He's on IR for the rest of the year.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. But I think probably what'll be interesting is the following week. If they win tomorrow, do they clinch? Will they clinch that week against the Giants? I think that's a good game. I think right now Washington is playing better football than the Giants.
True.
So you would think that they have a chance. I just have a feeling Giants are going to pull this one out, though. I just got a weird feeling. James says, even if we lose 1 game before the Dallas game, we could still clinch the division with the win over the Cowturds. Yeah, you might be right. I'd have to do the numbers, but you might be right. We may still be able to because we would have swept them. Philly Wyatt says 500 Joey on a mission from God, Blues Brothers. Yes. Yes. Hurt says, let's go beat the Dallas. Absolutely. Daniel says, we elevated a linebacker from practice squad. Does this mean we will finally see Dean play or just somebody for special teams? I think it's just the body.
Yeah, just the body.
I'm not putting anything into it, I think Chauncey Gardner-Johnson gets resigned. I think, to me, that's a sure. If there's one person I'm pretty sure that's going to be him. I'm hoping they find a way to keep Bradbury. They got it. Yeah, that's what I would do. I would give an extension to Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Then I would extend Hurts, and I would make sure that extension is set up so it doesn't hurt us the following year, right? And then I would probably tag Bradbury.
Well, Hargrave's a big one too because of that defensive line. So, otherwise you're gonna if you let Hargrave walk, you're gonna have to double dip in the draft. You're gonna have to.
Yep. AJ
So.
says Miles, and Miles is another one. Miles on pace for 1,400 yards. I'm telling you, Joe, it's a point where I don't want Miles to go.
I don't either. I don't. I'll take him over any running back in the league. Like I saw LaShawn McCoy. They had that. I forgot what the show is called, but I'm talking about Josh Jacobs having a good year, and the Eagles should go after Josh Jacobs next year. Like I don't care if the statistics are better for Josh Jacobs. If I'm picking a running back next year as a free agent or going to be a free agent, I'm picking Miles Sanders to get re-signed. If that's the case.
Me too. You know what I like about Miles that people don't talk about is he doesn't have a lot of wear and tear. Okay,
right.
He was behind Saquon in college, and the Eagles haven't overused him. So I think he's got a good, solid 5 years left. I would try to keep him too. I just don't know how you keep all these guys. I don't know how it works. Realistically, I think Chauncey Gardner-Johnson gets signed. Probably him and Hargrave. And then the other two.
Here's a realistic thing that could happen. If you're giving Jalen Hurts an extension at the end of this year, you're going to move some of that money into 24, and they're going to lessen kind of what they did with A.J. Brown's contract of his new deal. They kind of made that first year, less of a cap hit. Right. I think they're going to move some money around Jalen Hurts' contract for next year. This way they can make more moves.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're going to do.
What they do is I'm pretty sure they give a lot of signing bonus money. So you sign a contract, and you give them upfront signing bonus money. It doesn't have to go against that following year's contract, and then you structure it where it comes in the following years. That gives you one extra year. Something like that may give you an availability to keep a Bradbury for one more year, But it's gonna be tough. Thomo, thank you for super chat, my man. He goes, Jets pass defense going to get Vikings off our back. I hope so. Now, did you see that the Jets players getting on a plane, they were all wearing the quarterback shirt? Like, I don't think those players like Zach Wilson at all.
He threw the defense under the bus, dude. Like, he blamed the defense for a loss. Like, he put nothing on himself. So
yeah,
it didn't.
Exactly.
It was not good.
Yeah, Philly White says 500. You agree this is A.J. Brown's revenge game, right? I was going back and forth with another Eagle fan today about it. I think it is, because here's the thing: A.J. Brown didn't want to leave the Titans. He just wanted to get paid. Now you look at DK Metcalf, you look at Deebo Samuel, you look at all those receivers. None of them got traded, and they all got re-signed. So the Titans made the decision to get rid of him, and obviously he could help them this year. So I do think it's his revenge game. Yeah, I do.
Do you think the Eagles are focused on A.J. Brown having a big game, or do you think the Eagles are just not going to go crazy and they're going to go with the game plan and not force too much to him?
I think they're going to give him his shots. I think they're going to get him the ball early. But I think once the game, maybe the first drive that matters. But I think that they're probably not going to be too worried about it.
Hold on to the damn ball this week.
Listen, it could be a total. Like, I would never. I don't like the idea of using great players as decoys. But I mean, look, they're going to be worried about him. You got Devontae Smith for sure.
That's what I'm saying.
Antoine says, if the Cowboys go 3-0 and Eagles go 2-0 before we play them, we could still clinch the division when they bring up 2 on them with the... Yeah, that's right. You're right. I didn't even think of that. So all I want is I just want the Eagles to have to be able to clinch the division on Christmas Eve. Like, can you imagine the Eagles beat Dallas and the division is over? I am going to have the greatest Christmas ever. It's going to be the greatest Christmas ever. I'm going to drink so much eggnog. It's going to be unbelievable. Chris Scott says, if Sanders takes $7 million a year for 3 years, I resign him. Our priority is to sign Bradbury and Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Yeah, that's how I kind of feel too.
Could be.
It's just a situation with Miles that position tends to be easier to fill than other positions. That's really the truth.
Yeah.
Parsons stinks. No, I'm just kidding. Parsons is a great player. Great player. He's not Lawrence Taylor, but he's a great player. I'm just saying. Bet that Reggie White. No, you're just talking. Reggie's the man. I don't know how anybody could talk bad about Reggie White. Hey, Philly and Joey, I love Miles Sanders, but I have a hard time with believing on paying a running back big money. Look at Dallas. Well, that's the thing. The one thing I will say about Miles, I said is like if you look at when Zeke got his contract, he was like Dallas for a couple years, I believe he had over 300 carries each year. So he had a lot of wear and tear on him already. Miles does not have that. But the question is, what are you going to – Miles is going to have 1,400 yards when this thing's all said and done.
I think so.
You know. Let me catch up. No. 500, Joey, do you guys have a favorite Christmas movie or Christmas song genre? I have both. Yeah, I have both. My favorite Christmas show is A Christmas Story. And my favorite song has to be the Christmas song with Nat King Cole. That would be it. Parsons better than any player in oh god. But Parsons can't do shit when it matters. How come Parsons had no sacks against the Eagles? Was that because Dak Prescott wasn't there? That's what I want to know.
Ooh, burn.
He's not LT, but he's on his level. He's top 3 defensive player ever to play in the NFL level. That's where he's at. He's not there. He's not there yet. Talk to me in 5 years, and we'll see. I'm not saying he's not a good player. He's a good player. But, come on, you can't put him on Lawrence Taylor. That's Mark Holmes propaganda. You can't put him on maybe – Lawrence Taylor arguably is the greatest defensive player ever to play. Probably the most – I've probably the most feared defensive player I've ever seen play the Eagles. He scared the hell out of me.
Yeah.
I don't think Parsons has changed the game like Lawrence Taylor has. So I don't think you can say that. Now, he's a great player. He's one of the best players in the league. But, let's keep it real. 500 is tomorrow a season-changing game? No. Like for who? Like, what do you mean? The Slammer, thank you for Super Chat, goes, Dak and Wentz almost have identical numbers through 6 games, but they say Dak is elite. Go Birds. Right? Good point. Now, did they both play the same amount? Did they both play 6 games? That's interesting. Eagles Crew, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, Hurts is very, very close to averaging 4,000 yards and 1,000 rushing yards. Would that be the first ever that's happened? The 4,000 yards, I don't know about.
Yeah, I don't think the fourth. I think the rushing.
Well, I mean the 4,000 and 1,000. I don't know if somebody. I think a couple people have ran for 1,000, right? I think Vic did it. Yeah, it might be. I know Cunningham had 9. One year he had like 3,900, somewhere around there, and then he had like 970 yards on the ground. But yeah, I think it might be. I think it actually it is. And thank you for Super Chat. I think it is. Lions Den says Parsons can't stop the run. That's it, right? That's what the Eagles did with him, right? When
they baited him
up the pass rush, they ran. When he backed off, they threw. I don't know why more teams don't do that. You're going to be crying again? Who's going to be crying again? You mean the Cowboys? The Eagles haven't. I've only cried one time this whole year. Philly D says Dak has more interceptions than Hurts this year and played 5 games. Listen, right now, I'm going to be honest with you. Right now, Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback than Dak Prescott. I don't even know that that's controversial. Is it? I mean, the guy's in top 2 MVP right now. He probably put Mahomes ahead of him, and then who's left? I think he's better right now. What do you think? You think he's better right now?
Yeah, I think he is, and I think it comes to I look without the Eagles are not 10-1 without Jalen Hurts. There's no doubt about it, and you can't just throw any quarterback there with the weapons. Even though if you look good on paper, I don't think it makes any sense. But what he has around him, and just taking the team to the next level, it's been amazing this year. A big jump from last year,
big jump,
100%,
huge jump.
Yeah.
Hey Philly, the Eagles should use your Eagle skylight on their next primetime game with their black. Yeah, definitely, that'd be cool. Let me see. Stupid Siri. Do you hear me when I'm talking?
I don't hear Siri.
No. I don't know if it mutes it and then listens, but okay. John says Parsons ain't even the Cowboys' best player of all time. Yeah, that's true. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up here. Zeke is more shit. 572. They call you 72 now. I like that. 72. What are your thoughts on Blankenship? If he looks promising, this kid can tackle. I liked what I saw. I mean, there were a few mistakes. I think that Watson touchdown, I think he kind of took a bad angle. But I just liked the way he baited Aaron Rodgers in that interception. And he can hit. I have to see more. We got to see him be consistent. But I liked it. I was very happy. I liked the style.
Check out Bleeding Kelly Green.
Yo, Philly Shakedown. I hope the defense plays like.
Me and Philly were just talking about it before we got on today.
Yeah, there's a trailer, guys. There's a movie coming out called Cocaine Bear, based on a true story. It's about this bear that does a bunch of cocaine and it goes on a rampage. It looks kind of funny. James Murray, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, do you think Gannon runs some 4-3 with Dean on the field? Would love to see Davis and Joseph in the middle and Dean flying in the backfield. See, this is one of my things with Gannon. I wonder that he would say, all right, I got this player in and this player in and that player in. I'm going to do these things now. I don't feel like he would do it. I just feel like he does the same thing with whoever's there. What do you think?
I don't know, man. Like for the time that he's respected so many quarterbacks this year and not being aggressive enough, even with the Jordan Love thing, that still pisses me off. Like it really pissed me off that a quarterback that comes in cold and you really just rush three guys on second down. Like, and you're not, and you talked about it with Green Bay as well, not giving that kill shot to Aaron Rodgers, knowing that he's hurt. Like, I don't know why they're still just so passive. Like they won't even take a shot. Even with a lead, they won't take a shot.
Yeah, it's just.
I don't think it will change. So.
No, it's just not his style, and that's why I say, like I don't hate, like I don't like his scheme, but I don't hate him or think he's a bad coach or even know he's doing. I just don't think that's his DNA. I just don't think that's how he plays defense, and I don't think he ever will. And it's just not, especially Eagle fans. It's not what we're used to. Yeah. KO Sports House said, "What's up, 500? What's up, my man? How are you? Why y'all can't beat Dak Prescott, Philly?" But yeah, you're talking. Are we gonna go? Are we going in the past again here? You're talking about 2-3 years ago. I mean, if Dak was so great, why did he purposely not come back for the Eagles game? He was healthy and ready to come back, and he chose Detroit. To me, that says everything I need to know.
Mm-hmm.
We'll beat them. Don't worry. This is a different team now. 500. Will he lost tomorrow swing the season in a bad way? I don't think so. No, a loss tomorrow, in all reality, a loss tomorrow is just a loss. I mean, it makes everything closer, and you have to worry about Minnesota.
Right.
But from a tiebreaker perspective, you're losing to an AFC out-of-conference team. You're not even losing in conference. So it's not the end of the world. But, with Minnesota, like, let's say you have a situation where Minnesota loses and the Eagles lose. It does nothing. So I don't think that. But I think the Eagles are going to win. Eagles Truth, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, you see Rodgers is clear. You see Rodgers in clear pain, and we don't get him. We don't light him up. Jordan Love, don't test him. I don't want to read and react on defense. I want to dictate. I totally agree. That is totally agree. I believe you have to be, you have to be downhill as a defense. You have to be the aggressor. I agree. Like those two series are my biggest issues with Jonathan Gannon. You see every play Rodgers was going down like in pain in the huddle, right? Every play, right. And we're talking in my chat going, Rodgers can't throw right now. He can't throw. Tack him, test him. He can't throw right now. And then he goes out of the game and Love comes in. He's fresh, young quarterback off the bench. Go at him, attack him. And he doesn't. I just don't like the philosophy,
Not good.
Yeah. Hey, Philly, I'm going to jump on Joey's channel so he can get... Okay, go ahead.
Yes.
Hit that like.
Yes.
The Fight says, hey, Philly, that's a bad goatee. Thanks. My wife hates it. That's why I grow it. Gandalf the White. Dude, people ask me the weirdest things.
I was like, what?
Gandalf the White. Thank you for super chat. He goes, didn't Wentz throw over 4,000 yards in 2019? I don't remember what his. I don't think Wentz threw over 4,000. But the question wasn't 4,000. It was 4,000 and 1,000 yards rushing in the same season. That
right. He didn't have that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Hulk, thank you for super chat. He goes, Hurts has only scored less than 20 points 4 times in 29 career games. I think we got this. I think you're right. I think you're right. We can clinch home field if we win and Minnesota loses. Can we? Well, Minnesota. What's Minnesota's record? 9-2. Minnesota lost, huh?
Checking their schedule.
Minnesota's 9-2. We're 10-1. So no, we would have to still win at least 2 more games, at least 2 or 3 more games, I think.
Well, they got the Jets, so I'm not putting too much. That new quarterback actually played really well.
The fight says terrible goatee. Thanks for noticing. You think I care? You think I'm gonna lose sleep because you don't like my goatee? Oh, take it. You know what? 2:15 up there. David Super Chat goes, imagine Jim Johnson or Buddy Ryan with this defense. Absolutely. What do you want? What did I mean?
You just how you react to shit.
Like I care, dude. What do I care? It's just the greatest goatee in the world. The Packers had y'all's ass beat, but they let you off the hook. What point did they have us beat? When it was 14-13? Like what point? I don't know about that. McNab Fab 5 says, I remember LB saying Wentz threw for 4,000 without a 1K receiver. He might. I have to go look at it. I know there was one year where he put up big yards, right? He put up big yards, and he didn't have a receiver, I think, over like 600 yards or something like that. Let me
see. So
he might, yeah. I think you're right. I think he did throw over 4,000 yards. I think he did. It was just over.
(2019) 4,039.
So 4,039. Yeah, he did, but he didn't have 1,000 yards rushing. That was the combination.
Right.
Jadis Young says, "Hey, 500. Hey, Joey, have you heard that they're making a new Grinch and Winnie the Pooh horror movie? And why are you all ignoring me? I mean, 500. Why are you ignoring me? I don't think I'm ignoring you at all. I highlighted your stuff and everything. What are you talking about?
Can't wait.
I did see it. I want to see the Grinch one. Eagles manager says, Philly, where's your eggnog at? No eggnog for Philly. I'm on a diet. I'm on a diet. When I get closer to Christmas, I'll take a break and have some.
I'm gonna follow the eggnog recipe that Philly told me the other day. I'm gonna have the eggnog, make a little bit of room for the vanilla bean ice cream, one little scoop, some whipped cream. I got to try it out.
I always put a scoop of vanilla bean ice cream in my eggnog because then it can sit for a while and be cold, and you just have that vanilla bean melt. It's awesome. God, I'm gaining weight just talking about it. Philly now says, if the Eagles win, the Commanders tie the Giants, and the 49ers. Okay, so here it is. This is what we were trying to figure out earlier. The Eagles win. That'll happen. Commanders tie the Giants, or win, I assume, right? And the 49ers and Seahawks both lose. Philadelphia will officially clinch a playoff spot. Interesting. I don't know.
Oh, that's definitely not going to
happen. I don't think the Rams lose, though.
Right.
Eagles Truth, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, Hurts is averaging 4,879 total yards and 38 total touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 67.3 percentage, 8 yards a pass attempt. Will we take that any day of the week?
Why not?
Any day of the week. Yeah. That's why he's in my opinion, he should be MVP right now. I think they'll give it to Mahomes because it's Mahomes, but Philly Billy says, damn 500, you posting all Blackman Sr. insults. Why not my insults to Blackman Sr.? Yo, what's wrong with you? Dude literally said Parsons better than Reggie. Oh God, he said Reggie. I didn't see that one.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Give me some insults. I'll post them. It wasn't on purpose. This thing goes kind of quick. You know, Washington has to lose to the Niners. Washington has to lose. Niners has to win or tie, and Seattle has to lose or tie, and we have to win to clinch. That's a lot of things that happen. I mean,
Yeah.
listen, I've seen stranger things, but you know, Reggie White was so good. Then why do you let them all go to Green Bay? Because what happened was old management, the old owner, back in the day, didn't want to play the free agency game. Free agency just started, and a lot of the owners, a lot of people refused to play it and said, "No, we're not doing that." And that was why. It's one of the great tragedies ever. But Reggie White, top 10 greatest defensive player of all time, best defensive end I've ever seen.
Yep.
So I don't even know. You know, you people are parsing stuff crazy. You know, Jock Talk says roses are red, violets are blue. The goatee shake squad is coming.
Goatee.
Message says, does Jalen Hurts need 300 plus passing yards to win this game? No, he doesn't need to. But I do think he's got to make some big throws with his arm. I think he's going to. You know.
Yeah.
By the way, we have over 600 people in the chat.
No.
Of both of them. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like. Make sure you subscribe. And definitely click the link in my channel and sub up Joey Shakes if you haven't. I don't know what this Reggie stuff is. I don't know what they're talking about. Oh, Philly Billy says, Blackman says Green Bay let us win and Hurts is a bum. Yeah, his boy Dak lost to Green Bay and A-Rod's busted hand. Waiting for excuses. What happened, Blackman? You's not have rush in. Yeah, listen. Tell him, Philly Billy. Listen, the Dallas fans are scared. They're it's like, just think of it like you're taking a free throw, an easy free throw. You know how to shoot free throws. It's easy. And they're the fans booing, hoping you mess up because it's the only hope that they have.
Right.
But
True.
they can't do anything. Their days are numbered. At 500, if the Eagles don't win this year, can you all keep all the players? We could keep some of them, not all of them. You know? Just beat the Cowgirls. Oh, yes. On Christmas Eve.
Exactly.
I'm definitely watching Cocaine Bear. I asked my wife. She's like, I'm not watching. I'm like, why? She's like, it's a horror. My wife hates horror movies.
It's gonna be funny though. It's not gonna be all horror.
I'm like, but you're really scared of a bear attacking you that just did a bunch of cocaine? That's like, are you afraid of Sharknado with the sharks?
Oh, God.
Oh, that's the stupidest.
Santa Jaws. There's enough Santa Jaws. He wears like a Santa cap. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's stupid. But you know, I was gonna say Sharknado may be the worst movie I've ever seen. But then I remembered there's a movie called The Last Jedi. That's the worst.
It gets bad.
Fellas, I just seen the trailer of Cocaine Bear. Hollywood Gets Wired Cocaine Bear movie. That's what's next. Mark Holmes stuffing his fat ass face with chicken disgusting. You mean like this?
Sandwich. We're eating.
Disgusting.
Just like that, right?
Oh my God.
Is Cocaine Bear related to Yogi Bear? Is cocaine the bear that relative at everyone's Thanksgiving, Christmas, that everyone hopes does? Actually, the Cocaine Bear is based on a real story.
Yeah, it's true.
It's a true story about a bear that did cocaine. It's going to be hilarious. Fan of the Batman. Thank you for super chat. He goes, with Davis losing weight, does that mean they will have him drop it back in the cup?
That's the reason why he lost 20 pounds. They forced him.
Can you imagine? And thank you for super chat. That's a great one. That's a great one. Cole's Cowboys. What's happening, my man? He says it's true, based on true story. It is. Yeah. Oh man, can you imagine in coverage, Jordan Davis trying to cover Derrick Henry out of the backfield or something like that? Oh, get out of here!
I want to see that hit, dude. I want to see that hit between Jordan Davis and Derrick Henry.
Oh man, yeah, that's going to be big. But you know Derrick Henry's a stud. Derrick Henry's a stud. I think he gets his yards. He's going to do his thing. But the question is can the Eagles offense go down and score? And I think they can. And that's where I think they beat Tennessee. Shawty says, Philly, I needed this stream. I'm pissed. Just came home from a police station after I filed a report on my grandma. I caught her giving me a beat off in my sleep last night. I had no...
You like worded that in a weird way. He worded that so wrong.
I think he meant what he said. I don't think he worded it. I caught her giving me.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. But
I'm trying to see here.
I'm sorry, man. Just take a shower, get clean, and I don't know, man. File another report. That's crazy. 03 Day for Super Chat. He goes, did you see Mark Holmes streaming at Wild Wings 500? I did not. No.
Are you serious?
I did not.
Why?
I don't know. Did he really? Oh my God, dude. I don't know, man. I don't know.
My number. Oh shit.
T-Puff says give that grand.
Was grandma's dentures left behind as evidence?
This show always devolves into insanity. Holy shit. That Eagles fan, but we're going to get demonetized. That Eagles fan, 1986, member for 19 months, a tinfoil dingbat. Thank you so much. He goes, what up, fellas? Getting pumped for the game tomorrow. I'll be there. I'm ready to see A.J. Brown get 147 yards and 2 touchdowns. Fly, Eagles, fly. Thank you, man. Thank you for your support. And I really, if that really happened to him, it's a shame, man. It's crazy. You have to definitely file a report about your grandma. I don't want to make fun of it, but like, dude, these people are funny. Oh man. 500. Tell everyone to drop a half in the chat for the Amazon van crash. Oh my God. Boys for Life says, what is up, everyone? Eagles going down. What's up, Boys for Life? You troll. Eagles Street says, this is what happens when you're 10-1. Talk about it. This always happens. See, I don't pre-screen my comments. I just read them. I get like next thing I know.
Yeah, like, you don't see profile pictures. You miss everything.
I know. Well, like you know, like it's highlighted. It's high. You know how the StreamYard looks with the chat on the right. I'm reading it from the right, and I didn't even look at where I highlighted it. Devontae Jones, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, Eagles should really look into using a 4th or 5th round pick. I just keep thinking about that grandmother situation. On wide receiver, these nuts at OSU. You guys are crazy, man. This is crazy. Oh, man. Cowboy fans, 16-pound brisket getting ready to hit the pit in a few. How long do you have to cook? What did I do? What? This show is over. What did I do? What? What is it? No, I don't understand.
No, you're good.
I said 16-pound brisket?
No, that's going to be good, man. Hope you enjoy.
How long has he got to cook it for?
Hours.
Willie says, Mark was streaming from Buffalo Wild Wings because he was in the country working on one of his rental properties. Oh, okay. Boy, he can't just say, I'm not going to stream tonight because I'm
just
not.
Say, hey, let me relax, Let me just relax today.
Matt Ryan just filed a restraining order against the entire Dallas Cowboys defense. They never showed up for work. That's what happened. Oh, man, dude, Dallas better not lose to the Colts tomorrow. Tell Blackman nobody cares about Dak wins. They don't come in the playoffs. Nobody cares about 13-3 with 0 rings. Foles got more playoff wins than all of Dallas since 96 with the ring. Absolutely. No one got injured. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, wait. I'm just trying to go back to football here. Rockers is 500. My boy Sue, Joseph, Cox, Hargrave, and Davis. That's a lot of meat in the middle. Pause. Calls our D-line Arby's because we have the meats. That's right. We have the meats. Philly Sports Rap says you all too funny. Thank you, man. We got over almost 600 people total. Some people probably got scared and
reported us or something.
Yeah. But thank you guys so much for being here. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like. Make sure you guys subscribe. We appreciate it. How did the Cowboys versus Colts not get flexed out? I didn't they try? They tried. There was I don't know what game it was, but I saw something where the NFL tried to flex a certain game. I don't remember which one it was, and CBS said no.
Well, I thought our game was going to get I think they were choosing between the Giants and Philly. I think at MetLife, and they flexed the Dolphins Chargers game. That's what they did.
Yeah, I got it. So of course everyone's subbing like both of these teams. Yes, both of them. So what are your what's your score predict? Like what do you like? I said I thought it was. What's your score predict? Do you have one for tomorrow?
I feel like it's going to be close because Gan's going to make it close. I feel like it might be 31-28.
31. Wow.
I don't know, because you know what? I'm going to be complaining about the same thing every week. It's going to be a replay in every single stream, every single video that I do make, because Gannon is going to have I think the offense is going to get a nice lead in the first half, and I think they're going to get too comfortable, and I think they're going to play too passive and let them back in. I think that's what's going to it happens every week, so I have to expect it. I'm still going to be pissed off regardless.
Yeah, it does. It happens every week. That is true. That is true. Let me see here. Yeah, Gannon scares me too. I agree. Adam Scott says 24-21 Titans. That's great. Everybody wants grandmom's number. Michael Irvin's a cocaine bear. Oh man, this is crazy. I'm gonna say 24-17. I think the Eagles win 24-17. I think that the Eagles, I got a feeling they're going to go up early again, and then you will see Tennessee get back into it. I just don't think they're going to have enough offense to really make it a threat, But we'll see.
Yeah.
Who says Titans will establish the run, open their air attack. That's how they play. Gannon will be outcoached. Well, him outcoached is not something that it happens. So. But I think the Eagles win at the end of the day. I do. Nobody cares about the Cowboys. They're old news. Yeah, unfortunately, I think the Cowboys win tomorrow. I think the Buccaneers will beat the Saints. And I think, I have a feeling the Giants are going to win. But, we'll see. We'll see. But we're an hour and 15 minutes in. Is there anything else you want to say or before we get out of here?
No, I mean that's pretty much it, guys. Like I'm ready for tomorrow. It's been a slow week this week for me at least, and I'm hoping they just don't give up too much. They don't give too much to Derrick Henry. That's really all I'm really worried about is Derrick Henry. I mean that's really it. And you really, you got more guys on the defensive tackle position this week. You added more players, so should keep guys fresh. And try to make Tannehill throw the ball, get some pressure. That's what I'm hoping. I'm not worried about the offense as much because I think they will make adjustments, and I think we're matched up very well. So we'll see. I think it's a win.
I agree. I think it's a win. I think the Eagles will pull it out. And just for you guys that want to know, we'll be doing our post game later that night. So we'll be. Right. We'll be doing that because I'm going to stream the Cowboys game. So look for that, and you guys come hang out with me. Then we'll be doing on both channels once again. So, James King says Philly 500 is a fat slob who lives in his parents' basement. Shh. But just make sure you subscribe. But I see you on my OnlyFans. You're one of my biggest donators. Thank you. He loves squat cobblers, that guy. Please sing the Nelson song. Nelson, 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 he stings. Gonna make Patriot fans drink. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, so I guess with that said, we should get out of here. It's getting late, and we got a big day tomorrow. Joey will be streaming. I will be streaming. So it should be pretty interesting.
I'm ready.
Yeah. So you guys, thank you guys for being here. As always, we will let Mark Holmes take you out. And with that said, we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.
Peace.
Talk to you later. Don't be dingbat.
Out.
And hey, Michael Anthony Fitness, what did you think about that game?
One more play. We had one. Yo, you gotta be motherfucking kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. We have no time for one more play.
Look at this motherfucker
What are you doing?
running from
What are you doing?
Get off the field on third down.
What was that bullshit?
That is not right. Tell him more. He's got to be better, man.
Oh, that's some bullshit. What was that? We had enough time for one more
We
play.
had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
The brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys games.
Yeah, you
The brother
literally.
screwed us. The brother screwed us.
It's going to end the way
We had an opportunity for one more play.
Sandwich. Oh yeah. We're eating.
Disgusting.